Ag PhD full episodes and more are now available on Acres TV, the newest ag platform connecting you to fields of information. Look for us on watchacrestv.com. When people think about drainage, it's often thinking about water running off of somewhere. Well, I want to make sure I've got good drainage. I can see the water has a channel that it can leave. Surface water is one thing, but subsurface water is a whole different thing. And since you can't see it, sometimes it's hard to imagine, well, what is actually happening below the soil. So we're going to talk a little bit about surface drainage versus subsurface drainage.
All right, I just want you to think about this for a second. Whether you're a farmer or not, where is it going to be the wettest the longest? On the hills or in the valleys? Okay, this doesn't take much to figure out. It's going to be wetter in the valleys. Even this year, for example, we had severe drought again. This is the third year in a row, 3.5 years almost, we've had severe drought. And even in the low grounds, there's still some water down in the soil a little bit. Hilltops, no chance. My point is simply this: water's moving all the time. Whether you realize it or not, water is moving below ground. So a lot of people think that regardless of how you're going to drain your field, you're going to get the water off your field, and people say, oh, you're flooding me out downstream. Well, guess what? If you're downstream, one way or the other, that water is going to you anyway. It's either going above ground, it's going in a tile line, or it's just flowing in your soil naturally. It's moving to lower ground. That's what water does. So when farmers want to accelerate the pace a little bit, then like I say, a lot of people get really excited about that, but here's the number one thing I want you to think about. If a farmer is going to spend any money on drainage, how does the farmer pay that bill? It's with more yield, and more yield means more water usage. So if the farmer does a better job getting water in the short term off the field or out of the field, that means more yield, and more water gets used in the field, meaning long term, less water goes downstream.
Well, ideally as a farmer, you want the water to filter down through the soil. You want to take maximum benefit out of every rain that you get. If you've got water just running off the field really fast, you've got more chance for soil erosion, and you've got less chance for that water to be absorbed into the soil and for your plants to be able to take advantage of it. So for farmers, they want to do everything they can to improve the movement of water down in through the soil. That's what subsurface drainage can do. Now I understand you do have to be able to handle it when there's a bunch of water on the surface. How can we get rid of that? Yes, I love grass waterways and these types of things where we can protect the soil, but we can also facilitate water movement when there's a big rain.
Yep, but the key thing we wanted to talk about today, just one key point, is simply this: whether it's above ground water or surface drainage, it's below ground water, subsurface drainage, no matter what, water is going to keep moving. It's just going to keep moving downhill. So I don't care, even if you see water moving, you don't see water moving, it's still moving.
Well, one of the things that moves as well is our weight of the week. It certainly spreads from one field to the next, so we'll show you how to stop it on your farm coming up later in the show.